Vidhātā. What is Vidhātā? Vidhātā means uh, creator, not just impregnator, but he causes the embryo to uh, to grow. Now he has impregnated. After impregnation, it has to grow. So that is also done by the Lord himself, Lord only. Dhata and then Vidhātā. It just not only impregnates but stays with that embryo and then takes care of that embryo's growth. So we can see a woman gets impregnated, and then who is taking care of the baby inside the womb? The Lord is taking care. The Lord has to stay in that embryo for 10 months, and then Lord sees the child's protection for the 10 months. He makes the baby to grow from first month to 10th month, and then he brings out the child very safely. That's why it's called Vidhātā. Not just a creator, but after not just an impregnator, but he maintains them also. He makes them to grow. That's why it's called Vidhātā. Vidhātā can also mean one who gives law for all the demigods. He is called Vidhātā. Or Vidhātā means one who gives laws for all over the world. He is called Vidhātā. In this world, everything is working under perfect laws. Like science says, everything is working under law. There is nothing working on its own. When we say how a plant is growing, we will say sunlight is there and then plant is growing. No, they have different way of explaining things. They will say, they will come up with some different difficult biological name to explain how the root is absorbing the water, and then the water is converted into small packets, and then sucrose, and then some difficult chemical process are happening, and then the child, and then the plant is growing like that. They can explain everything. They can explain everything, stating that everything is working according to some certain law. So in the similar way, this whole creation is also under somebody's law. That's why it's called Vidhātā. And who is the lawmaker? Lord is the lawmaker because he is the creator. Only he can give us laws. So that's why it's called Vidhātā. And one who gives the fruit of karma is called Vidhātā. Not only just rules, but after giving rules, he has to give results for the rules also, for the karma also. That's why it's called Vidhātā. And then he inspires everyone to do action. That's why it's called Vidhātā. Otherwise, we'll be lazy, sleeping and then doing nothing. So Lord has to inspire us every day. Dhiyo yonaha prachodayat. Every day in Gayatri Mantra we sing Dhiyo yonaha prachodayat. Prachodayat means one who inspires our intelligence to work in this world, to act in this world. That's why it's called Vidhātā. And then he protects everyone by all the means. Is called Vidhātā. And Vidhātā has a beautiful meaning by Madhvacharya. One who is carried by Garuda is called Vidhātā. So that is the different meanings of Vidhātā. And then we have story for this Vidhātā also. Gandhari, she gets married with Dhritarashtra, and then she sees that her husband doesn't have the eyesight. So she decided herself voluntarily to become blind for her whole life. That's a huge vrata for a woman, to always stay under, not just equal, but under the husband's shelter. They always think of husband's glory should come out, even though the women have much more capacity sometimes than a husband, but they don't want to show those capacities in front of her husband or in front of the world, because the husband name will go down. So that was the surrendering mood in those days. If we say all these things now, it is laughful stuff now. Nobody will understand this. Nobody accepts this. And then what to speak of understanding? Nobody wants to accept this. Everyone now wants to show themselves as great. So in those days, even if you see in Ramayana, Sita Devi in Sundarakanda, Hanuman comes and says, "Hey Mata, why you have to suffer here and Rama has to suffer there? Just climb on my shoulder. Now, within a second, I will take you to Rama. And then there is no more suffering. You can come immediately to Rama." And then Sita was thinking a little bit why he said this word. And then Hanuman explained, "You see, I'm not a Purusha, I'm not another man. I'm just a monkey. So by touching monkey, nothing will happen to your Pativratya. So you can climb on my shoulder." Then Sita says, "So Hanuman, what do you think? I don't have the capacity. I don't have the power. Just by my glance, I can burn whole Lanka. I can burn Ravana also. Just within a second, I can come back to Rama. But I'm not doing that. Why? I want to see my Rama's glory coming up. If I do that, what will happen? Then Valmiki Rishi will write, Rama's wife was taken away by Ravana, and then Rama could not do anything, and then Sita herself managed to come back to Rama. So where is Ramayana? Where is Rama's glory will come out? So I want my husband's glory to come out. That's why I keep myself low profile. Rakshishyati iti vishwasaha. I want to see how my Rama is loving me, has his affection towards me, how much endeavor is taking towards me. I want to see that. So we can explain a different way. We can explain in various ways. So that was the quality in those days. They want to stay low. Even many disciples, even though they may apparently know many things than their guru, but they will not show those things in front of their guru. They want to keep themselves lower. The similar way, Gandhari was also keeping herself lower than her husband, Dhritarashtra. And then Vyasa became very satisfied with this. And then he blessed, "You will get 100 sons." She was very happy. For a girl to get one son, you need so much punya to get a son. And for daughter also, of course. In Krishna consciousness, we have to do punya to get a child itself. Now, if I say only son, then the others will protest. What about daughters, bro? Yes, to get a son, to get a daughter, to get a human life, to even breathe, we need Lord's mercy. We need punya. But anyway, by Vyasa's blessing, she got pregnant. And then she was waiting for 2 years. In the meantime, Kunti Maharani, because she served Durvasa Muni very nicely, so she got mantras to invoke devatas and get child. So she got Yudhishthira Maharaja in the first year. And then Gandhari is waiting for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. She wouldn't, she was not delivering a baby. So she became frustrated. Then she became envious. Then she started banging her stomach with some stone. And then a lump of flesh came outside and then fell down. So she was crying, "Oh, I was carrying this useless flesh for 2, 3 years. What is the use?" Then Vyasadeva came and then she complained, "You see, you have blessed me with 100 sons, but this is what I got." So Vyasa said, "Even for a joke, my words will never go in vain." So he ordered his servants to come and clean those flesh. And then he ordered to bring 100 pots of pure cow ghee. And then he divided those big chunk into 100 pots, into 100 pieces. Actually, he divided into 101 piece because Gandhari was thinking in her mind that I should have at least one girl. If house is full of boys, with whom I will talk? It is too much. Everywhere only boys. I need some girl also to play. So she was thinking like that. And then Vyasadeva can understand her mind. So he said, because of your thinking, I already got 101 cups, and then you will get children. So he divided and he kept all the pieces, and then the babies, different 101 babies appear. So this is like some test tube baby, system. In those days, the system was there. So while keeping this in different pots, so he chanted this mantra, Vidhātre Namaha, for making each baby In each ghee pot, Vyasadeva was chanting this mantra, Vidhatre Namaha. He is not just an impregnator, but makes the embryo to grow also. He gives the embryo and he makes the embryo to grow. That's why it's called Vidhātā. So, and then after a year, there were 100 children, but all useless. So it's called Vidhātā. You see how karma works. Satyavati, when she got impregnated with Parashara, she got a very, very good son, Vyasadeva. And then by her father, she got married. And then the father he got a very shameful promise from Bhishma Deva, and then karma doesn't leave just like that. So Satyavati has to undergo so many problems to get a normal, nice son apart from Vyasadeva. That's how karma works. Anyway,